Hello friends, welcome back. We have seen in last video the chapter Community Pharmacy Management. So we'll continue with the same chapter as we have seen in last video, the content, learning outcomes, introduction of the Community Pharmacy Management, what are the different types of pharmacies, scope of community pharmacy, roles and responsibility of community pharmacist, establishment of community pharmacy, the various parameters. So we have seen in last video financing, purchasing, inventory of drugs, location or site selection. So in this video we will start with the layout or interior of the community pharmacy. So the objective of ideal layout design is to attract a large number of customers, to increase the sale of the store, to improve general appearance and professional image, to maximize the utilization of space, to provide consumer satisfaction, to have adequate space for reserve stock, office and resting space, or you can say go down, to have a proper entrance for the newly arrived goods, to project a professional image and improve the general appearance, to minimize the movement of the consumers in the premises of the pharmacy. So, is the flexibility in arrangement, convenience in physical counting of materials, item used sparingly should be easy to locate, better stock control but minimum routine work like record maintenance etc. Proper illumination and ventilation, shelves and bins should not be very deep, minimum handling and transportation of materials. So these are the various parameters of ideal layout of design. So interiors plays a major role in the appearance of any room or place. In the same way, not in the aesthetic manner but in professionalism. A modern pharmacy emphasizes a lot on the interiors for right storage and service given to the patients. The drugs have to be stored in right conditions for a long period of time. So the furniture and interiors include wooden or stainless steel cabinets, tables and divided drawers, temperature control cabinets, shelves, refrigerator, glass door cabinets and AC, that is air conditioner. Now we'll see the legal requirement. Means to open a community pharmacy, what is the legal requirement or legal documentations which are to be given or submitted to the authority. So grant of drug license, state regulatory authority grants selling license for drugs as per the provisions of Drug Cosmetic Act for the sale of allopathic, homeopathic drugs as per the schedule of a drug following license are required for retail and wholesale purpose. Other type of license and applications forms are covered under forensic pharmacy. So the list of licenses for categories of drugs to be sold. See in the table you can see the type of license. It's a retail or wholesaler. So these are the various different forms which we have to fill and submit to the authority. So what is the requirement of sale premises? Minimum carpet area should be 10 square meter for retail and wholesaler. And if we are opening a community pharmacy or a pharmacy, retail and wholesale together, then the area should be minimum 15 square meter. So what is the procedure to obtain a drug selling license? Stage 1. Application for grant of selling license. The applicant has to make application in the requisite form and necessary fees should be paid. So the list of application forms for license categories of drug to be sold from community pharmacy. First, Form 19. It is application for grant or renewal of a license to sell, stock, exhibit or offer for sale or distribution of drugs other than those specified in Schedule X. Form 19A. Application for grant or renewal of a restricted license to sell, stock, exhibit for offer, sell or distribute drugs by retail by dealers who do not engage the service of a qualified person. Form 19C. Application for grant or renewal of a license to sell, stock, exhibit or offer for sale or distribution of a drugs specified in Schedule X. So documents which are to be attached along with the application form. One is the requisition application form, receipt for the fees or paid by the challan, layout plan of selling premises in 3 copies, documents which rent receipt, purchase documents or it attached copies, showing lawful possession of the premises. Documents relating to the constitution of the firm, that is partnership deed memorandum and article of association, etc. Full particulars of the competent technical staff, registered persons, along with the copies of their educational qualification, experience, and registration certificates. So, the registration certificate of the pharmacy should be of a specific state where the community pharmacy is planned out. Okay. So, full name of the proprietor or partners, as the case may be, shall provided it in the application. In case of private or public limited concern, full name of the directors who sign the application and the authorized signatory, if any, shall be provided in the application. At the last, documents for the purchase of refrigerator, deep freezer, because for the storage condition of vaccines and sera products. Then stage 2 means after application is filled and it is submitted, the application is scrutinized at the FDA authority, or you can say administration department, and the randomly drug inspector is elected for the application. Drug inspector visit the premises and inspect the site of pharmacy to cross check all the requirements are provided as per the application submitted to the FDA authority. Stage 3, grant of license. If all conditions are prescribed by the act are combined, then license is granted. Now, after the license is granted, what are the conditions of license? The license for the sale of drugs are granted based on the certain conditions, including the following. First, the license shall be displayed at the prominent place in the part of premises open to the public. The license shall comply with the provisions of DNC Act 19 and rules under for the time being in the force. No drug shall be sold unless such drug is purchased under cash or credit memo from a duly licensed manufacturer. No physician sample or expired drugs will be stocked on the sale premises. However, expired drugs may be kept in separate packages or cartons, and the top of that should written as a not for sale, or you can write as a expired medicines. No drug belonging to ESI, CGHS, armed force medical stores or a government hospital shall be present in the licensed premises. In case of pharmacy, the compounding of the prescription would be done under the personal supervision of a qualified person, or you can say a registered pharmacist. All registers and records required to be maintained under the Act would be preserved for a period of at least 2 years from the date of the last entry therein. And the license will be renewed as and when required. If any changes in ownership or a qualified person shall be noted to the licensing authority within 3 months. Now, what is the duration of the license which is granted? The license for the sale of drugs become valid up to 31st December of the year following the year of its granting or renewal of the license. Now, what are the different types of documentations? The pharmacy should have well-defined and documented system for each operation carried out in the pharmacy. There are 4 types of documents which are required for effective functioning of pharmacy. First, statutory documents, FDA license, registration, SOP Act and other permissions, etc. Operational documents, purchase record, cash memo, expired medicine record, return medicine record, recalled medicines record, etc. Pharmaceutical care documents, patient's medication records, counseling, follow-up, etc. And quality system documents, that is SOPs, standard operating procedures, cleaning and maintenance processes and records, complaint records and audit report, etc. Now we'll see the different storage conditions which are required in a community pharmacy. So for example, if any drug is labeled as a room temperature, so the temperature should be maintained up to 25 to 30. If it is labeled as a freezer, then that drug should be kept in a storage condition of -20 to -10 degree Celsius. For cold, it is 2 to 8 degree. For the cool temperature, it is 8 to 25 degree Celsius. So these are the different temperatures which are given in the table for different storage conditions. Now next we will see, after purchasing the stock from the market, how we are going to arrange the stock in community pharmacy. So there are majorly 4 types of stock arrangements which are used by community pharmacy in India. First is alphabetical order, second therapeutic class, company wise, and fourth is a dosage form. The last one is a dosage form which is widely used in our community pharmacy. So let's see one by one. Alphabetical order. Here the medicines are arranged by starting letter of brand name. For example, Crocin, it contains paracetamol but it kept in a C drawer. Paracet, it also contains paracetamol but it kept in a P drawer. Advantages: easy to locate, efficient and fast, good inventory control, and not necessary a profession is required. What are the disadvantages? Chances of medication error are more, as sometimes the person dispensing is unaware of the indication of the drug. Means what is the use of drug may he not know, but he can remove the drug from the shelf and he can dispense. Okay. Second, therapeutic class. Here medicines are kept together based on their pharmacological or therapeutic actions. For example, like antihypertensives, antidiabetic, antibiotics, etc. So both drugs are antibiotic and kept in the same drawer, like we have seen already. Crocin and Paracet, they both contains paracetamol. So here what is the advantage? Prescription errors can be minimized as pharmacist knows the use of drug while dispensing. But disadvantage, the person is in the pharmacy, he requires more knowledge. Single drug has multiple uses. More space is required. New indication would require new section. Third is a company wise. Here the medicines are stored according to the manufacturer of a drug or company name. For example, Cipla products will be kept in the same drawer or a rack. Eye drop Ciplox, it contains ciprofloxacin. Tablet Ciplox 500 mg, it contains ciprofloxacin. So there are a lot of disadvantages. More area is required. And what if the company discloses? Physicians keep on changing the brand, so even the pharmacist had to change their arrangements like every now and then. More sections would be needed as there are n number of brands of different companies are available and more knowledge is required. And the last and very important, dosage form. So this type of stock arrangement is used in our day-to-day life, as you can see in any pharmacy nearby you. It's according to the formulation and packaging. So here the medicines are stored based on their dosage forms like liquid, tablets, capsules, ointments, eye drops, etc. are stored in the separate cells or in separate cupboards. So all syrup formulations products will be kept in the same cells. For example, ibugesic, it contains ibuprofen. Ibugesic plus, it contains ibuprofen plus paracetamol. So what are the advantages? It requires less space, efficient and very fast. It is more safe. For example, tablets needs a dry place and will be safe if kept away from the liquid dosage form. Leakage of a liquids or syrup from the bottle can cause unwanted damage of other products also. Disadvantage, while taking out a single bottle, disturbance to other bottles next to it can cause breakage. Now, what is the use of computer in a community pharmacy? First, communication. Second, prescription processing. Implementation of pharmaceutical care services, accountancy and inventory control. So here I have put one software, for example Dava Plus. So these are the different uses of computer you can do in a community pharmacy for purchase, for sales, for stocks, account reports and other reports like VAT reports, you can say profit loss, balance sheet, etc. And what types of activities you can conduct in a community pharmacy? Processing of prescription, as we have already seen in first video, like what are the roles and responsibilities of a community pharmacy. Then second is a care of patients or clinical pharmacy, monitoring of drug utilization, traditional and alternative medicines, responding to a symptoms of minor ailments, informing healthcare professionals and the public, health promotion. Now, there is one survey which is performed in the community pharmacy of India. So, due to high population, lack of awareness and illiteracy, the theoretical concepts of interiors are overruled. Very few pharmacies like Hindu pharmacy have patient counseling units and standard interiors. A survey shows majority of pharmacies has less than 150 square foot area. Out of 5, only 3 pharmacists could give right answers regarding drug storage conditions. There were no separate entrance and exit. So thank you. Here we have completed our community pharmacy management chapter.